she gonna jump in?
Oh yeah, we've been jumping in.
Oh my goodness, you're brave.
Yeah, she doesn't like the camera though. I was like, she probably won't do it.
Hey y'all, RoamTownGirl here, coming to you from my latest boondocking site. Look at this scenery. That's Mount Elbert, by the way. Highest peak in all of Colorado. And I'll tell you more about this place when I start doing my series on a beginner boondocker and all the fun I've been having. Not. But in this video, I want to tell you about another New Mexico state park that I stayed at. I actually stayed here before, but I really didn't get any time to enjoy it. So this time, I did it upright. And what park is that, you might be asking? Santa Rosa, New Mexico State Park. Is the water warm or cold? It's cold. I'm ready. You jump when you go. I am at Santa Rosa in New Mexico, and there is this thing here called the Blue Hole and it's 81 feet. The depth is 81 feet, the diameter is 60 feet. People come here and they learn they get certified to go scuba diving. So I'm curious, have you ever scuba dived or maybe even jumped off a cliff into the water? I haven't scuba dived because I'm afraid of the ocean and I'm convinced that there's nothing but monsters that will eat me. But I did jump off of a cliff once in Hawaii. Have you ever done anything like that? Let me know in the comments below. If you don't have a pass, the electric sites are $14 a night. And if you want electricity and you do have a pass, it's $4 a night. There's the rules. No fireworks. Okay, we got 3 basic camping areas. We've got Juniper. I've just been told that's all first come, first serve. There are some water views down there, but there's no electricity. In 1,000 feet, turn left. Then you come across the dam. Loop B does not have electricity, but Loop A does, so that's where I am. Loop B and Loop A of Rocky Point. What's happening here? that I was in when I was here last time. Only I didn't spend a lot of time enjoying myself here. I was here for one night and I spent the entire time freaking out about my propane tank issue. Something I forgot to tell you, in the area where I was, these particular sites don't have a water connection right at the site. They kind of share one in the middle. So just know that if that's something that's important to you. And then if you like hiking, my goodness, talk about loads and loads of trails to walk. Guess what? I remembered to film the bathrooms this time, so let me show them to you. And the showers and bathrooms are right between the A and the B loop. You're not supposed to be in here. We've seen prettier at other New Mexico state parks, but these are fine. They'll do the job. Okay. Huh, they got Wi-Fi. Look at that. Well, this is a new one. They've got a playground, but check out this thing. It was so tempting, I just couldn't resist. Can I press the pause button here and ask you to do me a huge favor? I'd really appreciate if you take a minute and hit that like button. It's supposed to tell the algorithm that lots of people think this video is awesome and they'll send it out to more and more people. And Lord knows I can use all the help I can get growing this channel. Thank you. And yes, for those of you who missed it in other videos, you can car and tent camp at the New Mexico state parks. You see, you can get your car and set up your tent. So you want to hear the story of what happened the last time I was here and why I was completely stressed out and didn't even get a chance to enjoy the park? So there's a place in Santa Rosa that'll fill up your onboard RV tanks. I'm sure they'll fill other things, but for those of us in RVs, sometimes it's hard to find places where they actually will give you propane right there with the onboard. I wasn't micromanaging. I was trusting that this person is certified and knew what they were doing, and I just let him do his thing. When I got to the campsite and I went to turn on my propane, I could not see the needle. He had overfilled my tank, which is only supposed to be 75% full. I guess that's so you leave room for expansion and contraction with the propane. Anyway, he had filled it so much that I couldn't even see the needle. So what did I do? First thing, reached out to all my Facebook groups, sent out a big SOS, and asked for advice for what I should do. Of course, all the guys who are brave, they were all telling me to just release the bleeder valve, which is what the propane place should have done, and that would have let off the excess. I'm sure it's not very hard. I'm sure it's not very dangerous, but for me, it sounded absolutely scary and an opportunity for things to go horribly wrong. So another piece of advice I got, which is the one I did take, was to burn off the excess propane, which is kind of funny because we all know in RVs that the propane systems tend to be super inefficient, but in this case, it proved to be really beneficial. So I turned on the burners on the stove, I turned on my furnace, and I ran the hot water heater. And after an hour or so, I had burned off enough of the propane that the needle came back into view. It was at 3/4 full, which is where it's supposed to be, and I was able to sleep that night, and then I got up and left the next day. So that about sums up everything I wanted to tell you about Santa Rosa, New Mexico State Park. It's not the greatest park, it's not the worst park, it's kind of right in the middle. So if you have reason to be in the area, and especially if you'd like to check out the Blue Hole, which is really cool, I hope you'll consider staying at this park. I think I just finished all the New Mexico State parks that I've been at so far. Only missed a few. I might do one more video ranking all my favorites in order and letting you know which ones I didn't make it to. If you or someone you know is thinking about checking out the New Mexico State Parks, I hope you'll share this video with them. And you can check out my playlist of all the New Mexico State Parks that I've stayed at so far. I can't wait to tell you all about my boondocking adventures. And let me clarify, it's not that I haven't boondocked before. Of course, if you've watched my videos, you know that I have. The difference is I generally boondock with people who already know of a place, and we go there together, or I join them because they send me the coordinates. What is new for me is being all by myself and trying to scout out locations. So I know there's lots of boondocking videos out there of people who know what they're doing, and that's awesome. But I'm going to show you a different vantage point. I'm going to show you when you don't know what the heck you're doing and you're trying to figure this all out for the first time. So I hope you'll join me for that series. We're going to have a good time. Well, I hope you've enjoyed hanging out some with me today, and if you'd like to do it again, it's really easy. Just hit the subscribe button and the bell notification, and YouTube will let you know the next time I post another video. Okay, I gotta go check the oil in my generator because it was giving me a little guff yesterday, and then I gotta prep because it's gonna start raining soon. Yay! See you next time.